Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Down goes Dobbs! Down goes Dobbs! Down goes Lou Dobbs! Resignation from CNN, effective immediately. Hasta la vista, baby? I'm sure he'll enjoy that. So he is apparently stepping down with plans for nothing else. How do you like them apples? Some were reporting that he was going to go to Fox News or Fox Business. Some right now, it doesn't appear so. He says he's going to concentrate on his radio show. I wish him a lot of luck with that concentration. His contract was set to expire in 2011, so he had plenty of time left on it with CNN. But for reasons that, as we're on air here, cannot quite determine yet, he has decided to end his reign at CNN immediately. Now, what did we tell you? The guy's got low ratings. And so CNN was like, oh, no, we're standing by his side. Yeah, sure, right. I mean, he's controversial, you know, and he pisses off a high percentage of the American population with statements that can't be backed, right? I mean, he's talking about viruses and disease coming in the country from illegal immigrants, and some of the numbers are made up. Some of the conspiracies are made up. Now, but they could deal with all of that if he had the high ratings. And he doesn't. He has low ratings. So that pressure was being turned up and up. Now, point number two that was against him is that CNN is trying to do the most boring, trying to become the most boring television station on the planet, right? They don't want any opinion on anything, okay? They just come in there like robots and read the news. So now, you know, so ironically, I thought Lou Dobbs doing a program I definitely don't agree with, but he was feisty. His problem was, the reason he was also boring and had terrible ratings is because I got it with the immigration. Every day, in and out. And then you come at me with this nonsense about, oh, they shot at my wife, but I reported a couple of weeks later and the police think it was, you know, a hunter from the woods, but I'll pretend it was somebody trying to kill me because of my views on immigration. I mean, look, the guy has a host of problems. So you know internally, you think he did this on his own just because he felt like it, leaving CNN, that job that pays him really well and gives him enormous exposure, just because he felt like it? No, they were turning up the pressure until he cried, no mas. So now Lou Dobbs out of CNN. That interesting.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Except I think he largely got himself. So now look, his Latino American or Hispanic American, I don't know what the words that they go with, organizations I know were running a campaign to get him off of CNN. Did that wind up helping him? Did they get him to some degree? I don't know. It depends on what, you know, effect they had on advertisers. I don't know if CNN paid attention to that, but it was a combination of factors, and you certainly have to give them credit for heading in the right direction, those groups, in pressuring CNN to get rid of Lou Dobbs. All right, Jared Jackson.
Do you think, you know, considering the people that are getting big ratings right now, you know, you got Glenn Beck, guys like that, you know, because it seemed like he already had his crackpot weird things he was always saying. Lou Dobbs was. Mm-hmm. And he seemed like he was going more and more insane. Do you think he was doing that, saying, man, our ratings are low. This is working for these guys. I might as well go a little crazy, too. Maybe it'll work for me, too. And it didn't work.
No, he had left the reservation a while back. He definitely left the reservation way before Beck got any degree of fame. Yeah, Beck was on headline news, but he had really bad ratings on headline news. I don't think he was inspiring Lou Dobbs or anything. No, at some point, Lou Dobbs lost his mind. And he decided, hey, you know what, I'm going to go on a warpath here. And anything I see in my way that's Hispanic, I'm coming for. Now, he would say that's grossly unfair and he's in favor of illegal immigration. But, by the way, you know, yesterday, you know how I was on the warpath on this Fort Hood shooter and smearing all Muslims. We sent out a little note to Lou Dobbs' radio program because I know he loves legal immigrants. He says it all the time. And, you know, he's been on our show before. I said, hey, why don't I come on your show and you can get a chance to talk about how great legal immigrants are and that we shouldn't have these attacks against Muslim Americans. Surprisingly, he didn't take me up on that offer. That was kind of weird. But anyway, look, but that could be for 100 different reasons. So, so that JR, he was, you know, he had started that a long, long time ago.
I mean, he was always doing the anti-immigration thing. Mm-hmm. But then he was doing a lot of, like, it sounded like there was guys on Fox that were saying, oh, Lou Dobbs, great job. He was going to the more conspiracy things. He was going even further.
But if you
past
notice,
the immigration stuff.
if you notice, almost all of that was on his radio show, because we'd run the Lou Dobbs clips, and I think 9 out of 10 of them were on his radio show. I think the reasoning behind that is the radio executives, such as they are, told him, hey, you know, Lou, what works on the radio is really inflammatory stuff. So we can't have you be as boring as you are on CNN. We like your big name. That's why we signed you the contract. But now when you're on radio, can you say things like that guy's an idiot and I hate him and he's nuts and stuff like that? And he's like, yeah, okay, can do. So that's why he was like, Stossel up. Yeah, he's a total moron. And the only place his head is inside his ass. And Geraldo Rivera and all those guys. And he became a lot more vituperative once he got on the radio. Maybe he thought that TV was hemming him in. Was chafing him, so he's going to go on radio and really go house. Okay,